This is Sean with Glass Home Inspections performing a sewer scope inspection on East Secretariat Drive. We are currently in the cleanout that leads out to the city sewer connection. I've already pushed all the way to that point. That string that you can see on the right hand side is a string that I placed down the cleanout down by the sidewalk, which lets us know that that's connected to this same line here. And as you can see, the pipe transitions to this green pipe here. The ABS pipe transitions to this green pipe here, which would be the city sewer connection side. We're going to begin backing out and looking for any issues with this section of the drain and waste piping. Once again, it is ABS, is the piping material. We do see common fog, which stands for fats, oils, and grease, on the walls and bottom of the pipe. This is normal and can become an issue if the buildup becomes excessive, but at this point in time, it is in the acceptable range, very acceptable range. Again, no major concern at this point, just typical fog, which again stands for fats, oils, and grease buildup on the walls. We have a little bit more buildup in this section between starting at about 6 feet, but still within acceptable range. You can see a little bit, a very small amount of water is holding in this section, and that may be due to the buildup of fats, oils, and grease on the piping bottom. Other than that, looks good. And as you can see, we are transitioning out of the lateral line into the cleanout. I will next be going underneath the home. I'm going to give a quick wipe down of the camera lens. And then as you can see, we'll be going into this cleanout. I'm going to reset the counter once I have reached the lateral section of the line. We did get some debris on there. I'm going to give this a quick rinse. Alright, I've reset the counter. We are in the lateral section of the line going underneath the home. As you can see, once again, we have typical fog, fats, oils, and grease buildup on the piping bottom and walls. You can see we have a transition and tie-in. All connections look good. Again, typical fog, fats, oils, and grease on the piping walls and bottom. Again, we have another transition and tie-in. All connections look good. Once again, another transition and tie-in. All connections look good. Typical common fog, fats, oils, and grease on the piping walls and bottom. Here at about between 39 and 42 feet, roughly 41 feet, is most likely the sink, or the kitchen tie-in. This appears to be where we have a moderate amount of fats, oils, and grease buildup on the piping walls and transition. But again, nothing that will affect the flow of water. If this is a concern for you, we do recommend hydrojetting or roto-rootering by a plumbing professional. But at this time, it's not an excessive concern, but may become a larger concern in the future. That is the air conditioner that is next to me that just kicked on. Again, overall the piping, walls, and connections look good. The integrity looks good. Just common fats, oils, and grease are present, but nothing in an excessive amount. Again, another transition and tie-in. Again, here we have another transition and tie-in. All connections look good. Give me a quick minute because of the length and the number of bends. It's becoming difficult to push the push rod and camera head through the piping. I'm going to go turn some water on and see if I can float the head a little bit to allow us to push further. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, we have a little water running. This actually acts as a lubricant in the line and helps us to be able to push further. Okay, and that is the end of the line there. As you can see, the pipe is transitioning up into a clean out. So we were able to inspect and scope the maximum length of the lateral line. Once again, the piping is ABS. There are no major concerns. In most areas, there is a very minor amount of fog, fats, oils, and grease buildup. And at the one transition, which I believe to be the kitchen, at that transition, there was a moderate amount of fats, oils, and grease, but nothing that is excessively hindering the flow of water. That is all. Thank you for your time and have a great day.